Hello everyone, my name is the King Chan underscore. You may formerly know me as Sebastian. Today is After Hours episode 10, a milestone in the making. I've been doing this for over a year now. Last episode was the over a year and what I've learned from it. Today is a very special episode with a very special guest. This is a sponsored, unofficial sponsored deal by Pulso Fitness in Cartersville, Georgia. Hit them up. We're great. We have mixed martial art classes. We have boxing classes, kickboxing classes. We got weightlifting, all the stuff you need to look as handsome as this fella right here, my special guest. But anyway, everyone, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce my coach, the Golden Gloves champion of this year, Benjamin, or as I like to call him, Coach Ben. Say hello, everybody.
What's up, y'all?
So, Ben, my question is for you today is, how do you feel about your win?
It's different feeling, to be honest. I mean, you get any win, you get a belt. It's like, man, like that's cool. But like to have Golden Gloves champion under your belt, like to have that, like
That
have a
feeling
belt,
that you won, yeah.
yeah, and to, like have like a belt to represent. Like
Yeah.
I went and fought at Golden Gloves and I won. Like
Yeah,
I have
yeah.
family that's done that, and like to do it myself is something that I'm gonna be proud of for the rest of my life.
That's great. So during your fight, what was the hardest part about it? Was it like the before fight? Did you have the shakes? Were you nervous at all, or were you just like go all out? If I lose, I lose. What I learned from my mistakes, and teach my students about it. Like every loss is a lesson well learned if you take it that way. But like, how did you feel like during your fight, like or before or after?
Well, before is never an issue.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, for me, before, I'm trying to stay cool and calm and collected. I'm worried about my other boys more than myself.
Yeah.
And then when it's time for me to go, it's go time. It's a different mindset. Going into the bout, it was a little confusing, but I thought that I was doing minute 30 rounds. So in my fight, like that was the mindset. Was like I gotta go. Like I'm on. I'm
Go
on time.
mode, yeah.
Yeah, I gotta
Beast
get it.
mode.
I gotta get it. I gotta get working. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But like, all in all, like everything worked out well. Like what I struggled with most was him being a southpaw, and like
Yeah, because
he was throwing a lot of one shots that were like connecting. So
That were
like it was
connecting
dealing
really
with
good.
that. So how I dealt with that is I put pressure on him, volume, and like there's points in the fight where I'm just literally like I'm shoe shining on him.
yeah, your shoe shine. Okay, so what shoe shining is, ladies and gentlemen, Ben can explain it because he's a coach. I'm trying to learn how to be a coach from him because I want to be a coach one day. But what shoe shining is, in my terms, which is layman's terms, in Ben's terms, is gonna be more technical. Shoe shining is basically, so if you guys watch like DuckTales or whatever, you heard of Scrooge McDuck shoe shining people like this. That's what shoe shining is. It's basically giving multiple uppercuts while in a fast rotation over and over again. That's basically what shoe shining is. Ben's technical terms are going to be more like into the technique of it and like how you can perfect it. Like if you guys really do want to learn anything about combat sports, come to Pulso Fitness. Please hit them up. They're a great company, great local company. The coaches are amazing. Ben's an assistant coach, but he's a great coach overall. The head coach is Coach Noelia. She is a great person. So if you guys want to see her, hit her up. We do have some papers over here we'll show during the end of the video if you guys want to scan the QR code, all that good stuff. But shoe shining is it's a very like experienced boxer's play move. And I saw Ben's videos. We're gonna show a little clips of them somewhere around these videos or in the trailer video my editor's gonna make. But hopefully it looks good. Hopefully Ben gets to see like all the stuff he didn't see in the video because my editor is a really good editor. He's been doing it for over 2 years or something like that. But yeah, Ben, explain shoe shining to us if you don't mind.
You made it sound like it's a complicated thing.
It kind of is a complicated thing for like someone who doesn't know boxing at all.
Well, yeah, it's just doing fast, like uppercuts in fast succession. I mean, like there is an art to it where it's like a little shoulder, you pull a shoulder into it, and you just gotta keep it going. Like so, but like in the fight, how it ended up playing out was like he was almost like just laying over, just taking shots. So I'm like, well, let me just score points. So it's just blah 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 blah, and I hit him with about 8 to 12 punches or something.
That's
like
crazy because what Ben has taught me over my time learning here, he said get like at most 4 punches in. Getting 12 punches in is something he can do. This man is fast. If you follow him on his Instagram, you will see how fast this man is. This man is faster than the Flash sometimes, I think. Like, This man is fast. Like, I'm not lying. He deserves his belt. I'm not gonna touch it because I don't want to get my fingerprints on it. There's another one Ben has. He needs to bring over. He's holding it hostage. He doesn't want us to take it, but like, yeah, shoe shine. Like getting 12 combo in a boxing match, and it was amateur or was it professional? Like
It's amateur.
It's amateur.
We're
We're not professionals like Canelo yet. We support Canelo, but Ben's gonna be the next greatest boxer alive around here, or me, cause I'm a heavyweight, and I just realized that I'm a heavyweight. I gained a lot of weight recently, like I think 10 pounds. I'm at 204. I was at 192.
You ain't fighting heavyweight.
I don't want to. I don't. I feel like a modern middleweight.
Them boys big, man.
They hit hard.
I can see you do like a 154, 156. That'd be a good weight for you. Maybe 160 something. But like the bigger guys, they're big. They're big.
Noah is a heavyweight. I know Noah's a heavyweight. You know, big guy. We're friends. You know, bro, he hits hard. And like my first days coming in here, I did have like some boxing experience. And I didn't know what it was like to get hit by a heavyweight. I knew what it was like to get hit by a modern weight.
And like you got to think about like the guys that are like super dedicated to it too, like the heavyweights that are dedicated to it. Man, yeah, they're strong, bro. And I mean like you've seen Bari, like
I've seen Bari. Bari is one of our really good boxing friends. You want to say or like teammates? But yeah, he'll tell you about him. I've seen him once.
Bari's 187 is what he fights at, and that man is hard, and he's not even like at the Golden Gloves there was these 200 pounders, and when I tell you they're like 6'4", huge dudes, and I'm like no diddy, and like I'm like yo, like, these guys are this is crazy. Like I'm so glad I fight at my weight. I fight at 147, and then like I couldn't do bigger. I fought at 154 before, and those guys are strong and big too. You know what I mean? So. You know, you definitely want to. There's definitely weight classes for a reason. I can tell you that for sure, man.
Okay. So what was like the thing that caught you off guard when you were in the fight? What he threw, other than the fact that he was a southpaw, of course. Because as someone who's taught, you know, mainly orthodox people and had like a couple southpaw, because I'm learning to be doing both right now. Mm-hmm. I feel like I'm doing okay, but like I feel like I could do better on my southpaw more than my left, because my left arm is like more precise with my punches rather than my right. Cause I don't know, something weird like that, but like, what caught you off guard during the fight, if you don't mind answering?
What really caught me off guard, this man had his hands down, like, the second
and third. Yeah.
Well, also, funny enough, like, first round, I was like, oh yeah, like, I'm working him, like, and in the second round, he came out, he looked way more composed, he looked way more, like, way more composure, was throwing stronger, and I'm like, did this man just fake the first round? Like, that was genuinely going through my mind. I'm like, did this man just fake the whole round, like, just to throw me off? Because it worked. But no, like, he had a good second, but in the third, like my cardio, like, I just outlasted him. Like, there's no way, like, he was keeping up with me after that, because I could tell he was tired, man. He was breathing hard. He was running from me, too, so, like, I was like, you know, I gotta put in work. I gotta go.
Yeah. So, after you heard the bell, the last bell, and they raised your arm up and saying you were the victor, what was your emotion at that point? Like, did you feel like a sense of like joy, or you were just like, holy shit, I just finished a fight, I'm tired as hell, I want a burrito? Or what was your emotion at that? What was Coach's reaction to that too, as well, if you don't mind?
Well, I'll go through my feelings first. Like, for me, when they held my hand up, like, you know, you're always nervous because, like, you know, unless you knock them out, like, it goes to the judges. But, like, I heard unanimous, and I took a breath, and I was like, come on, there's no way they can take it. There's no way that it's not me. And they raised my hand, and it's like an accumulation of, like, all the hard work that you put in, like, all of that feeling, like, it just came out, and, you know, I was so hyped, and then, like, calling my friends afterwards is something that really resonated with me too. Like, you know, the people that supported me through my journey, that stuff that was like really heartfelt for me, got me a little emotional.
Did you cry a little?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Hey man,
I'm man enough to admit.
Every grown man needs to cry at least once in their life. Okay?
When you got somebody that supports you the way that my friends do, it's, you know, it feels good to let them know that the hard work paid off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like, all I can say to everybody, you included, Mr. Sebastian. Yeah. Just keep working, keep grinding, y'all, because it's worth it. Because if you keep working towards your dreams, your goals, you're going to get there eventually, all right?
See, the reason why I run the after hours shows, ladies and gentlemen, is to teach you guys to keep an open mind and teach you guys life lessons. One of the episodes I recorded was how is it like being single, and I basically explained the same thing as he's going through, like the support you get from friends. But as someone who grew up with a dad whose whole life lesson was basically
I'm good, man.
basically there's no friends in life. But yeah, no, you're good, you're good. But basically, his whole life was like, don't trust friends, only trust your family. I grew up knowing that I can trust friends and family. Just certain people are my friends I can trust, really. But getting support is one of the most important things because us as humans, scientifically speaking, we are social animals. We are social monkeys as people, as the nerds of the big, beakers and glasses would like to say. We are social monkeys, and if we're deserted on an island just by ourselves, we are more likely to die in like 2 months than a person with another person in 2 years, which is something a lot of people don't know. That having a team is way better than working by yourself because if one person makes a mistake during that process of that goal, you can teach the other people as well that mistake and be like, hey, don't make the same mistake I did. This is how I did it. And so it basically allows Ben to learn from his mistakes from other people as well, including Coach Noelia, which she's been doing this, I don't know for how long. She looks good for her age.
Years.
For 20 years. She looks like she's in her 30s. But yeah, she's been doing this a very long time. We love her to death. And hopefully she comes over here and talks about, Ben's win, hopefully. But this is about Ben today because he is our champ. He's the reigning champ of this year. Hopefully next year, too, defending title. But is there anything after Golden Gloves, like, another massive tournament that maybe gives you into a professional, the professional rankings by any chance or no?
Well, right now doing amateurs, they have an amateur ranking. I'm not there yet, but we're in the process of working towards that. But the main thing is that, well, with my tournament, I had under 15 bouts, and how it works is that
Explain what a bout is, because
well,
I don't know.
A bout is a match, right?
Oh, okay.
So anytime someone says, a certain amount of bouts, that's how many fights they have, right?
Okay, yeah.
So I had under 15, so I can win the state for my weight or whatnot, but I'm not able to advance further on. So like if you win the state, you go on to this regional. When you go on to the regional, you can go on to the nationals, right? I was only able to do state. Obviously, I brought it back. Next year, I should definitely have 15 bouts by then, and then hopefully I can get another win and go further
in your journey.
Yeah, and then once you start winning those tournaments, you can start getting ranked in amateurs, which will help you get more recognition,
more sponsorship deals, more money into the gym, more money for Ben in general.
Exactly.
Because real estate sucks nowadays. You can ask Ben. I live with my parents, so I'm trying to move out when I turn 20, 2 years from now, hopefully. But
what I did.
Yeah, that's my goal right now. So I'm getting my job soon. Ben's working hard. He's still coaching. He's working. Jobs he needs to work to pay the food, put food on his back. Because this man's on a diet. Like you can, like Ben will talk about his diet if you ask him. He tried to put me on a diet.
Do you want me to talk to you about?
Yeah, go ahead, bro. This is about you today. Come on. Like so, what was your diet going into Golden Gloves?
Well, following my macros, I ate a lot of dinner. Was a lot of soup with beans, breakfast. I had to so I go to work early in the morning, so I do something
around
light.
What time? Like 5?
I'd be leaving the house around 5:30.
Okay, because I wake up at 5.
Yeah, so I wake up around the same time. I get up. I'll do something light like some fruit and then a protein bar. Get to work. I get off. Get home maybe around 1 o'clock. That's when I do my next meal. I did a lot of protein waffles. I put some chocolate chips and honey on it. So just because I'm on a diet don't mean I don't be eating.
He can't enjoy himself while he's having a diet.
Exactly. And then another favorite of mine, you get Greek yogurt with protein powder, mix it up, then you get some, those little caramel rice cakes.
Oh, yes.
I'll be dipping them things, man.
That sounds good.
They'd be good. Yeah.
They're really good. They're really good.
So
how much weight did you lose from your diet going into the match? What was the weight recommendation or the weight limit? Because the thing about boxing, ladies and gentlemen, is there's parameters to it. You have to be a certain weight limit. You have to have a certain, I'm pretty sure, hydration level too, right?
Well, I don't know if there's a hydration level, but you want to be hydrated.
You really do want to be hydrated.
Because a lot of people, they'll dehydrate before the fights, right? So they can have the extra weight off. Me, I just dieted down to my weight.
Yeah.
And I plan on sticking here now because beforehand, my first weigh-in when I started my diet, it was kind of on a bad day because it was a cheat day and Taco Bell at 3 in the morning, and I'm like, I'm not no more.
Not the crunchy taco.
No more, but I weighed in 157, and then in a month I dropped the 10 pounds, and then now I'm gonna stay consistent in it because that was my first time really dieting like that. But it works, and I felt good there too. I'm not starving myself. I'm making sure I'm eating everything I need to, hitting those macros.
Your macros, your carbs, protein, sodium levels, all that good stuff.
Don't short yourself. This is a common misconception about diets, that you need to cut carbs. No, you don't. Especially if you're an athlete, you need those carbs, those energy.
Do not listen to those social media people. I'm a social media person, but Ben's backed up by science. See, this is another reason why you stay in school, ladies and gentlemen. Pay attention to your freaking environmental science teacher and your anatomy teacher. They actually teach you how to diet the right way. And listen to your coaches too, because they got the background. Yeah, that was a stutter, but they got the background.
Coach is a nutritionist.
Coach is a nutritionist too. We're gonna bring her in a little later. She's busy right now. But so you lost a little over 20 pounds, I want to say.
No, 10.
Just 10. So you weighed in at what amount? So 140 something.
147.
147.
On the money.
On the money. That's crazy.
Yeah. There's a science, bro. And as long as
there is a science.
I know people probably think fight week, you're yo, you need to cut your carbs, but I found myself upping, up your calories. A lot of people will say that in fight week. I found myself upping my calories because I felt like I was losing too much. I honestly had to eat up a little bit to gain the weight because I was coming in the morning 145. I'm I gotta be up. Why am I losing so much? So I had to up my calories fight week, and I'm this isn't a bad thing. You know what I mean?
It's not a bad thing to diet. No. Just make sure you have people who know what they're talking about.
Yeah, because if
you don't, ask Ben, because he sounds like he almost died.
What?
And we don't want that from a diet.
This one no. Before. No, my first time when I first joined the gym, I dieted, but it was not a healthy one at all. I was starving myself. I was eating under 1,500 calories. I was so skinny. I cut down to 139 from 145. I was skin and bones. I got in the fight and I won it, but dude, I had no energy at all. I was so dead. But this time I felt good. The whole way through the fight, I felt good. I had energy. I was eating good. After weigh-ins, I was eating brown rice. I was making
brown rice is the best.
Brown rice.
Dirty rice from Bojangles.
Oh, I don't be that.
Nah, bro. I'm telling you, you just tell them to be hey, dirty rice, just no steak at all. It'll just be the brown rice by itself.
Steak.
You can put the steak on there too. Hit me hook me up, Bojangles.
No, we talking about the diet.
The diet, yeah.
But the cheat meal afterwards was
brownies.
No, well, I did eat a brownie. But we went to a place called I forget, but it was a wing place in Atlanta. We got
Stop.
No, Hungry AF.
Oh, I heard of that restaurant. It's popping out right now.
We got I got the Philly cheesesteak and it come with wings and fries.
Dude, you making me hungry. I only had breakfast at 8 in the morning.
But I do have to reminisce on it.
Yeah, so everyone, Ben has been a lovely guest. We're still gonna keep going. Hopefully, Coach Noelia comes up here. We'll bring her up. If you guys want to go follow Ben, I'm gonna leave the social medias below this video in the description. Ben is also going to say them right now while I'm handing him the mic.
All right. So my social Instagram, we got @BenBurgos83. That's BENNBURGOS 83. No YouTube yet, but it's a possibility.
It's a possibility.
I'll
help you out.
I'll get with you on that if I do make one. But
I'll hook you up with my editor.
Go follow the Instagram.
Go follow everything, Ben. Everything Pulso too, by the way.
Pulso Fitness
yes,
GA.
we have the thing up there. I'm not gonna grab it.
Fitness GA.
Yeah. So anyway, if you guys are interested, we have the papers right here that I said I was gonna pull out. If you want to go check it out, go scan the little QR code right there. We have weekly weigh-ins, all that good stuff. We did recently just change the schedule because we just integrated a jiu-jitsu class, or the mixed martial art class, I like to say. We got almost every combat sport. We just need to build a bigger building. But anyway, guys, this has been this interview with Ben. We're gonna get Coach Noelia in here. Ben is gonna talk more about himself while I try my best to go get him. Okay, go ahead, Ben. Just talk about whatever. Mainly what your feelings and your events going through. What was your thinking process of it?
My thought process.
Yeah, your thought process.
All right. Well, mainly my thought process going into the Golden Gloves was just stay locked in, making sure I'm not missing days, making sure that I'm keep on grinding, getting my runs in, my sprints. Conditioning is everything in boxing. You know? So if you want to box, you need to make sure that you're staying fit. All right, stay fit, stay active, stay healthy, and when you get time to fight, you're gonna thank God you didn't eat that Arby's rather than eating just a little chicken and rice. I'm telling you, it's important. All right. Coach, come on. Coach, come on. While we got time.
Just sit down in this chair right here. All right.
In the chair. We're peer pressuring Coach.
We're peer pressuring our coach. This is the head coach, Coach Noelia. Everyone give a great welcoming. We love her. Don't call her by her first name. Call her by Coach Noelia. Anyway, Coach Noelia,
right.
Tell us your thoughts and opinions and what Ben could have done better. If not, what he did the best during his, win for this belt.
What you think, Coach?
What you think?
I already know what it is.
Well, I don't have favorites. Clarification. But Ben can surely come close to it. He is a great fighter. He is determined. He is disciplined, as well as meticulous in certain movements. During the fight, I'm going to say that he had the upper hand in this fight just because he was more of a boxer than his opponent. Let's just say it like that.
His opponent did go wild during some of the seconds.
He did.
It was a wild fight.
He
Caught
kept
me off
dropping his
guard.
hands.
I'm gonna
too.
agree. It's a very wild fight. He was actually, Ben really outboxed him, which was great. Do we have things to work on? Of course. What boxer does not? I mean, pro boxers got things to work on, obviously. Ben has a long road still to go, so therefore has plenty of things to work out. Is he potential greatness? Of course, he's already greatness at his age and the amount of time that he's been trained. He has for sure hit a level of greatness. Does he have full potential to deliver more? Of course. There's things that we do need to correct to move on to a higher level than just this tournament that we will be picking on. But that's a process. It's a day by day. Him practicing his jab, keeping his hands up every day. That's a must.
Keeping my
Yep.
chin tucked in.
Yep.
I was actually just studying film, and that is one thing that he needs to learn, but I'm sure he'll have it down by his next fight in May. Since I'm on the air, I'll let you guys know his next fight is May 4th at Marietta at Lugo Boxing for Lugo de Mayo. Be there if you guys want to see him live. I know a lot of great fighters because they come from all over for this event. Ben, he's just a great example of what a fighter really needs to be a fighter. I mean, he's always in here training. He doesn't train an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. He trains 4 or 5 hours. So if you want to be a good fighter, that's what it takes. That's what it takes. It takes for you to level up yourself to what your potential is and will be in the future. And every time you come, it's a new status for yourself, a new competition with yourself, and it's not ever going to break you down, but it's going to build you higher and higher. And that's what Ben does with his boxing. If he needs to train his jab every day, he'll train his jab every day because that's what it takes. But still, he's still learning like we all are, because a good boxer always continues to learn, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So
Let's go.
for a great match, great boxing skills, he showed that he has potential. He also shows that we have that and more to deliver. So congratulations on your win. You did excellent.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you so much.
All right, have a great one.
That's Coach Noelia, everyone, head coach of Pulso Fitness. So, what we learned from this little interview, this very special milestone of the After Hours show, is hard work makes the dream work, and if it hurts, it works. And another thing we just came up with, Ben just taught us, it's not a punch if it doesn't go back to your face. If you want to learn what that means, come to Pulso Fitness, right there.
Keep your hands up.
Keep your hands up, too.
Hands
Hands up. Any other wise words before we sign out for today? Rod, when do the outro if you want to join me with the outro.
I don't know what your outro was.
It's just a little, thing I say. It's just like, I've been Sebastian, this is Ben. I'm King Chan _, this is Benjamin.
Let me give him some wise words.
Give him some wise words of encouragement.
Don't do drugs, stay in school,
Unless
keep grinding, chase your dreams, it'll all be worth it. Trust me, alright? Okay? Alright, hold up the bell.
Yeah, look, this thing is actually, the thing that sucks about this, it doesn't say Golden Gloves. It doesn't,
I know.
Yeah, that's the one thing that sucks about it.
But it's cool.
It has the Sugar Ray stuff on it. It's golden, Sugar Burt boxing, But anyways, as always, guys, it has been the King Chan _, or you may formally know me as Sebastian, and Benjamin, my very special guest and coach, a good friend of mine. Go hit him up on his social medias. Ben, any last words before we cancel out this video?
I love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in for the After Hours show. We're almost at 50 subscribers. Hopefully we hit that soon. And as always, keep an open mind, stay hydrated, keep your seatbelt on, don't be a stranger, don't cause danger. And if I do not see your faces again, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Good morning to those motherfuckers who are just waking up right now. As always, guys, stay peaceful. Bye.